This video highlights the new way to install Windows 10 on your supported laptop or desktop. You can do the same thing to install Windows 11 for the system. But if your system doesn't support Windows 11, you can't install Windows 11. But in this video, I'll show you how to install Windows 10 on a supported laptop. And in the next video, I'll show you how you can bypass the system requirement to install Windows 11 on unsupported laptop. Before we begin with this video, we need two requirements. We need the USB pen drive, the Windows ISO file, and then the flash tool. So to do that, you just have to open any web browser that you have on your system, and then you just have to search Windows 10 ISO. I'll leave this link in the description down below so you guys can access it really easy. If you set the Windows 10 ISO, it's going to bring you to this Windows 10 page, which takes you straight to the Microsoft.com. And then just scroll down and click on download now. This is not going to download the Windows ISO for you to flash. It's going to download the media creation tool, which is to help you be able to install this. If you click on it, it says I should restart because I've run this setup again. I've run it before actually doing this video, so I just need to restart and then rerun this installation. So I'll restart my PC and then get back right now. I have restarted my laptop. Now, because I have downloaded the file already, I don't need to open the web browser to download. Architecture and edition. All the things we have seen, which was getting few things ready from the earlier part, was it scanned your system to find out which version does your laptop support. Here it automatically detected these ones, and this is the version my laptop or my desktop supports. And if you want to change the architecture or edition or the language, just click on the use recommended option, so that just uncheck it, and then you have to click on the language to change the language to any of the ones you want. And then you can click on the edition here to change the Windows edition. In my case, my laptop only supports for the Windows 10, and it is what we want to install. And in the next video, I'll show you how to install Windows 11. Now, the architecture of my laptop is 64-bit, it's not 32-bit, so you can actually go for both if you want. So after selecting this, just click on next, and then it brings you to this page. If you don't have enough space on your laptop, it is going to ask you to free up space on your laptop. So you have to free up space on your laptop so that it can be able to download the ISO file for flashing. So now you have to choose the ISO file option to be able to download the ISO file. If you choose a USB, it's going to download onto a USB pen drive, which is what we don't want. So you just have to download the ISO file. So select the ISO file and then click on next. This file explorer is going to pop up asking you where you want to store your installation, where you want to store the downloaded ISO file. I want to store in the download folder or anywhere else like that. So after choosing the download folder, you can give it any name you want. Also, it's an ISO file, so just leave the save as type as ISO file. Don't change anything from here. You can change the name, but don't change anything. Click on the save, and then it will tell you getting few things ready, and you see the progress here. This progress, so you just have to wait for the download to finish. So it will not show here as of now. So after it's done downloading, it will store it in your download folder. But I have already downloaded the Windows 10 ISO. It is on my desktop, which is what we'll be using. So I need to cancel this to make the video easier and shorter. Now this is cancelled. After the download, all you have to do is to click on the web browser again and download the last thing, which is the flashing tool. The flashing tool in this case, we will be using Rufus. There's a lot of flashing tools like Ventoy or Balina Etcher. Those ones are basically for creating Linux ISOs. In this case, we want to create a Windows ISO, so you just have to open a web browser and type rufus.ie/downloads and then put a / there, hit on enter, and it brings you to this page. On the page, you have to click download the latest version of Rufus, which is the 4.5. So click on it and the download process is going to begin. Here there's an ad which is popping up here. Click on close, and here the Rufus has been downloaded successfully. Click on the Rufus. In case it asks you the administration right, just click on yes. Click on yes, and now you can close the web browser. Now the USB drive you have to implant it to your laptop. After implanting the USB drive, you see that it's going to show on the device section. The second section, which is the boot section, is going to ask you to select the ISO that you have downloaded. So click on the select here, and then it's going to show you the file explorer open window. In my case, I have it on the desktop, so just go to the location where you have downloaded the ISO file, and then click on the ISO file and then click on open. Now it has auto selected the options here, the partition scheme and the target system and everything. Also, it says the volume label will be named as this one after the installation, after the flashing. So you can also change the name if you want, but in this case I want this name, so there's no need to change it. It's also asking for the partition scheme, which is GPT. If you are using the old laptop, I think 8 years old laptop or 6 years old, you can choose the MBR. But if you are using let's say 5 years old laptop or 3 years old laptop to date, you should choose the GPT. After choosing the partition scheme, the target system automatically configures to the type of partition scheme it requires to boot. Don't touch any other thing else, just click on the start. Now it will ask me if I want to set some of the things to the default to the current installed Windows. Example, like to create a local username, you can just click on the create a local username here and then choose the username you want. In this case, I just want to use hacks, which is my channel name, and then the region will be setting the region later. And then the disable data collection, which is to skip the privacy question, which is something I really hate in Windows installation, so I want to disable it. So I click on the disable. And also the BitLocker automatic device encryption, when we get there I'll show you, but I'll disable this also. Now you just have to click on OK, and then you receive this warning. It's telling you all data on the USB pen drive will be lost. So if you know you have data on the USB pen drive that you want to save or anything like that, just do it. In my case, none of these are useful to me because I have them on my other flash drive. So I just have to click on OK. Now this process is going to begin, and is going to take a little bit longer based on your system hardware, so no need to rush at all. Now the flashing is done, so just click on the close, and then I recommend you to save everything you have on your system. Currently I have a lot of things in the system, so you want to fresh install Windows, please save every single file you have in your system before you proceed with the process. So I have done mine already, so now I'll begin with the flashing process. Please, I'll be using my phone. The video is not going to be clear that much, so please, I'm sorry if I get the quality devices. I will begin making quality videos. So let's begin. Here I am with the USB pen drive that we have flashed the installation media on. So currently I just have to put it in any of the USB ports, and then I have to restart my laptop. So when the laptop shuts down, you have to click on the BIOS key to enter into the BIOS settings. Every laptop and their BIOS settings, and the keyboard key to enter into the BIOS settings. In my case, I'm using Lenovo T470, which is Core i5 6th generation. So this laptop, the BIOS key is F10 and also F12 to go into the boot menu. So to show you the full BIOS list, I can just click on enter, just like how they showed on the screen. So after clicking on the F1 for the Lenovo, it comes with locked BIOS system, which means I can't change any settings. There's a way to unlock it, but I never perform any action to unlock. But as soon as everything I want is already on, so I just have to keep moving. But let me show you what you should do if your BIOS is not locked. Just with this one, if you are also using the same machine, click on enter key, and then it's going to open the BIOS settings for you. But just that you can't change any settings from here. So when let's wait for it to show, and then we'll see what to do. Okay, now the BIOS setup is showing now. So when the BIOS setup comes, you should go to the configure page, and make sure you click on the you come to the USB section, hit on enter, and then make sure the USB UEFI support is enabled, and also always on USB, so that all of this should be enabled. But the last one is disabled by default, and I can't enable it. It can be disabled in your case. So after configuring that, come to the security tab. If you come to the security tab, scroll down to secure boot, and if you come to the secure boot, make sure the secure boot is disabled. As you can see, my own is already disabled, so you just have to come use the
uh, down and up arrow to actually navigate through this menu, but because my BIOS is locked I can't do that. So you just have to turn this one on, and then let's go back. So it's all you should do. You can also come to the SGX here. Clicking on the SGS, you can enable the SGS. It will just render some control panels and all those stuff. So let's come to the device guard here. There's nothing to configure actually. So the BIOS setup, let me repeat, it doesn't look the same. It doesn't look the same. So after doing all those ones, you just come to the restart tab, or you can just click on F10 to save and exit, just like how they have written here. So I am clicking on F10 and save and exit. And now when it does that, I have to be clicking on the F12 key to boot into the device menu, which should enter the boot menu, which will allow me to select the USB drive to boot from the USB drive. So now you can see the USB at the first page. Just click on the USB, and then now it's going to run the Windows 10 ISO that we downloaded. Then we'll be able to install our Windows. So let's wait for it to finish. Don't worry about the line showing in the bottom, it's for my laptop. Maybe when the same thing appears with your laptop, don't worry about it. It's not anything, just some software stuff running in the background. When this pops up, all you have to do, you can select the language to be English, by the time and then the currency format. If you want a very minimal installation, you don't want plenty bloatwares, plenty softwares. In case you don't know bloatware and everything, I'll be doing videos on that, explaining them into details, how to remove bloatwares and how to in fact add bloatwares. So if you don't want any bloatwares, you can just come here and choose English word. But to me, this is just a video tutorial, so let's just go with the normal installation. Now this page, no need for better explanation. I can't explain better because it has already stated everything here. This is when you are in older version of Windows, you want to upgrade, and this one you want to install the Windows into the system. You really want to install it into the system. Actually, I have a lot of partition here. This page is where it's the serious part of all the videos. So actually you have to come to this place, and then you can click on the delete. So you have to delete all the partitions. You have to delete every single thing. So deleting them, they all become one. And if you do this, all your things are going to be cleared out of your Windows. Because we are doing a downgrade, we can't have things back. So all of your things have to be cleared, and all my files, everything is gone. So I have saved all of them on a USB pen drive, and also it didn't go, so I just saved all of them. I know how I did it. You can save it into a cloud storage, which is terabytes. They will give you 1 terabyte, or I think 10 terabytes for free. So you can save your things there if you want. After deleting everything, just click on next. Some people might not see their storage here. What's the name? Like the other side suggests, some people might not see the disk so that they can be able to delete the disk. The cause is actually their system has been locked from booting. What's the name? Installing from a USB pen drive. So those people, you are not in a good luck, you are not in favor, but you can hit me a message in the description down below. I'll help you as I can. So let's wait for this to finish loading, and then I'll resume the video. The video is becoming longer from here, so I'll be doing everything quick as possible. So this is going to show up. Don't panic. So all you have to do, either click on this restart now option. I'm sorry for how my camera is misbehaving. So when it goes off, you have to plug out the USB pen drive before it gets too late. So from here you have to wait for the Windows to boot up. Page come, just select the US or any of the language you want. Click on yes. The keyboard layout, mine is US, so I'm just going to choose the US, and I'll click on skip. Here it is asking you to connect to a Wi-Fi so that you can be able to configure things further, which I really don't want to. You would not have this I don't have internet button if you were not to choose the BitLocker from the Rufus. Like I said, I'll tell you in the future. So this is it. So just click on continue with limited setup, or if you want to set up
takes a lot of effort to make. So please subscribe, share this video, and hit on the like button so that more people can get access to this video, so that it will also help them just like it helped you. So if you have any questions, actually comment down in the description, in the comment section below. I will attend to you, I'll reply to your message, and I'll help you with anything that any problem you'll be facing. So currently we have Windows 10 installed. Kindly search for a device driver to install, so that it will give you all these nice effects, so that you can use the bright light and everything, and the night light and all those things. So go for the device driver. The easiest way to install a device drivers is to search on YouTube, or just open any web browser, and then you search for driver easy, like you see here. So if you see the driver easy, just click on just search for driver easy. So just search for driver easy and follow the tutorial, and then you can be able to do it. So thanks for watching this video. Please and please and please subscribe to this video. See you in the next video.